So again, the 22 push-up challenge that I posted in honor of our veterans and to raise awareness for the need to reach out to our veterans and to the fact that we want to really put a stop to the high rates of suicide among them. Um, as I said when I posted it, it is most definitely to honor all of our veterans around the world, those that we know and those whom we do not know, those in my family, those in your family. All of our veterans, we owe a debt of gratitude. We owe our thanks and most definitely our support. Um, but even though that is true, or and not but, and even though that is true, I have to admit when I did the challenge, I wasn't thinking specifically of one particular vet who is special in my family. All of our veterans are special, and every story is special. But there's one in particular that I want to share with you. And I thought about it, honestly, after I posted the video. And so I just wanted to come back to you now just to revisit the 22 push-up challenge. And I want to highlight this particular vet because he really, I think, personifies the purpose of the challenge and the need for it. So I'm going to read you a little story. It'll take about 40 seconds. And the story goes, as I'm reading it from an old clipping, newspaper clipping. In 1968, in a fiery ambush in Dak To, Vietnam, Detroit Army Sergeant Dwight H. Skip Johnson killed 5 to 20 enemy attackers in a one-man, 30-minute rampage. That act made him the first Michigan soldier and the first black soldier to win the Congressional Medal of Honor in Vietnam. In April 1971, Johnson was shot and killed in an apparent holdup of a party store on Detroit's northwest side. He was 24 years old. I wanted to share the story with you of Detroit Army Sergeant Dwight H. Skip Johnson because he is my cousin. He was married to my blood cousin Trina. He was her husband. And that holdup that he lost his life in, it was not because he had become a criminal, quote unquote, but it was the result of the accumulation of the anxiety, the depression, and who knows what all other kinds of stress that he basically brought back home with him, as we know so many of our veterans do and have done. Unlike Skip back in the late 60s, early 70s, today's veterans have so many more options and areas of help around them. We've learned so much more about what we used to call combat fatigue, what we now call PTSD or post traumatic stress syndrome. And as such, we should just absolutely make certain there should be just no reason that any of our veterans cannot have us reach out to them. We want our vets to feel comfortable in opening your mouth. Don't feel ashamed and let us know what you need as a society. So, from Skip and myself to all of you, this Congressional Medal of Honor young man, we don't want any more skips. We want to make sure we wrap our arms around our vets and say thank you. Thank you.